So I saw the story and I thought I'd never heard anything about this. Illegal dumping, typically these are stories in the city. They're handled fairly quickly by the city. This is out in Ormstown. This is from a CTV report. Listen to the beginning of this. Then the mayor of Ormstown is going to join us, Christine McAleer. Here you go.
It's not easy to spot, but if you look close enough, there are tons of possible illegal garbage dumps scattered throughout Ormstown.
We're seeing the trucks coming through now more and more.
Town officials say trucks full of garbage, coming most likely from Montreal construction sites, dump their load on private land and allege the owners of the land are paid off.
Okay, that's the part that's troubling in and of itself right there. So this is private land that someone owns, and the allegation is that these owners don't care or are accepting a payment of some kind to have this illegal dumping going on. As I said, Christine McAleer, who is the mayor of Ormstown, is on the line. She's in the story. Mayor, thanks so much for your time today.
You're welcome.
Let me begin by asking, first of all, how did you discover this and how long has this been going on, do you think?
Well, I imagine it's been going on for years because we just got the report out from McGill exposing how many actual sites they have been able to locate. We knew of some around our area, but not the quantity that McGill has surveyed. And we've been fighting it the last 2 years because there was actual dumping beside our municipal wells.
So I'm trying to understand here as well the idea that, as I said, this land is privately owned. So citizens who own this land are allowing this to happen, and this is against obviously municipal bylaws.
It's against most of the municipalities' bylaws, but I mean, the problem is we're not dealing with people who are coming in and asking for permits. We're dealing with people who are trying to do this illegally, and so like our wells are situated in the town next over, which is Franklin, and our wells are situated on private property. We have access to our specific area, but the land doesn't belong to us. And so the worry right now is that with the contamination that was dumped beside the wells, how long will it take before this seeps through to our drinking water? And this water is supplied to the town, not just to private people.
Yeah. Also, from what I could tell in the report, when some of these people who own this land were confronted, they weren't exactly, very cooperative either.
No, there have been cases where our inspectors have been obliged to be accompanied by the police force to allow access to the property. A lot of people don't understand that municipal inspectors do have the right to go onto properties to check out situations like this that are illegal.
So I guess my next question would be, what happens next? So these people have been confronted. They're doing what they want to keep doing. What happens next?
Well, they can't keep doing. We usually stop the work that's going on, and then we are obliged to advise the Ministère de l'Environnement and the CPTAQ because this MRC is 95 to 97% agricultural land. So both government agencies are advised of what's going on, and normally they would take over, but it's still a lot of expense for the town because we have to now be able to, do the testing on our water quite frequently to make sure that it is not seeping through. The legal battle that we are into against these people, it's very, very costly for the town. And the same thing, we don't have the financial means for these little municipalities, and we don't have the personnel available to be able to watch all of these country roads. So we rely on people letting us know that this is happening in such and such a road, but oftentimes it will be off hours when the inspectors are not working, and so it's very, very difficult to keep track of all of this.
So
and with the extreme construction going on around us in the bigger towns, well, it's coming out to us now.
Well, that's what my next question is going to be. I think in the report it said, this is coming from Montreal. This is being dumped for construction sites here. Do we know that for a fact?
A lot of it is construction material that we're finding in these dump sites, but, there are also a lot of chemicals involved also. So that's what's the worry also.
Uh-huh. So you mentioned a couple of organizations, provincial organizations, I guess. At what point do they get involved? They're obviously aware of what's going on. What can you expect from them?
Well, I expect them to be the ones who will follow through legally to take at least that burden away from the municipalities, and then to find a way of enforcing their own regulations with the trucking companies and with the construction sites.
And? That's what you expect them to do. Do you have any indication that they will? What are the discussions?
We have not gotten much response from them so far.
Okay.
So we feel pretty much left on our own.
That's terrible. By the way, with respect to these people who are allowing this to happen on their land for payoffs, whatever it happens to be, is the suggestion, Mayor, that they're going to put up a legal fight here?
No, normally we're the ones who will be
Suing them.
Right. But again, like I said, this is an expense for the town that we're not ready to meet.
Okay. I guess the idea would be for anybody out there, anybody living out there, obviously I guess the more frequently this is reported, although you're getting reports now pretty regularly, it seems, the less likely this is to continue to happen. Look, you're kind of
I'd say that a lot of the people who see this happening are also afraid of reporting it because they're afraid of, being held accountable by some of these unwanted persons.
Mm-hmm. I'm not hearing a solution anywhere here other than it's going to cost the municipality a lot of money. You're not getting a whole lot of help from any level of government. This is pretty grim.
No. I can say that right now for the last 2 years we have had legal fees that are mounting. So is the town next to us because this happened on their municipal territory. So the two municipalities are involved, and we're mounting legal fees that are out of our reach. But we have no choice right now. We don't have any other means of going through with this.
I'm just curious. You said this has been going on for at least a couple of years when we started talking. Has there been no judgment yet rendered by a court on this?
No, not so far. We're in the legal battle, and as you probably expect, legal battles take a lot of time. There are a lot of, the trucking companies have got their lawyers, the landlord has his lawyers, the other town has its lawyers. It's just nonstop.
Wow. Mayor, I wish you well. I did see someone I think it was someone within the administration. You talked about the fact that when these people are confronted who are allowing this stuff to be dumped, they're not exactly friendly, right? There's been some incidents, so.
Yeah, there has been incidents with our inspectors, and some of the times we do have to have them accompanied.
Terrible. Yeah. I hope this gets resolved. I thank you so much for your time. Everybody else out there, pay attention. If you want to guard that community. Thank you for putting it out there. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, that's Christy McAleer. She is the mayor out in Ormstown. If you see the CTV story, it's pretty awful. Just dumping this stuff that, can't be disposed of or isn't being disposed of the way it's supposed to be and just leaving it out there. And then worst of all, paying someone who owns that piece of land to kind of look the other way. Terrible story.